tutangira mnyano witu ahizorera katanoru program ya Nyamurungi eyashitamana Nyamwiza nikunda mnonga iwo wijoryaha umuntu gwo kubanza kandi iwe mutayito yoseraha ntukundira kimwe buzima ninyeswa Barbara Nyamwiza izobere twatayesa Liz ningashimo mweno manyanka Lizabella nangwa Lizabella buzima ko namanya owasiz 32 tinkwenda unzesha nagamba koro yose mtawuni yambara ko no ma TV West ko no manya entertainment industry ko no manya mbwena abantu abina mazino mtawuni yambara irizi no ine kubana rumanya mwenda kumanya umushogu ebye amagaraje kuyabireho ukuyakozere byarukoro kuyashomere ubushwere ahiyahika ukweshongora burchimwe chona tinkwenda ngunjabare shitamaje rambitsiriza iwo taka subscribe binzire chikuri zobere eshaheje takeyonjire oyimate na hari akadeka we ka notification nako takuma twari tumjenyika Lizabella ataka kufera mwene shitamaje tanke program iteji awizobere nakushemerwa Lizabella
ninye nacho
kona hinabara kweterizina bakarmara mnonga nkoko naragamba
not really havinjimbanye ta Liz yeah
nakushemerwa Liz
ninye nachira
obayo
mbayo
nurarota
tine nshonga
no manyangu
shaniwe
ndaraje no manyangu omburyo bushire nimbasa kubana amazire nk'emyaka 5 ikice ndakurebaga physically
could be 5 yonka
no kurengamo
I think nerenga
wow
nerenga mukamushanje actually nkikumi waza kuzakwetete no seriously when did you last see me?
When did I last see you? When did you leave TV West?
That's what I'm saying, about 10 years ago.
Ngatheni ninyenjili
Mazimadeba about 10 years ago
2024 ningekateka nga 2019 yoyi okumperuka kure
katujene necho nkaka kureba mu concert somewhere.
Oh no, that's recent.
Yeah, that's recent. So let's not go that far. I've seen you recently. Yeah.
No, but you see, we met. You saw me, I saw you, but we didn't meet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We didn't meet. I saw you from a distance. You saw me from a distance. Yeah. So we didn't meet.
Okay, so we didn't see each other. It's been 10 years.
So before that concert. I have not seen you all that time. Lizabella wayo.
Ndio. Tinyine nshonga yona mukama numurunji.
Amina. Amin. Ata ntandichere. Tandichere hi Liz no.
You see, these are hard questions for me. And I know I was like, okay, now what am I going to talk about? How can I describe myself?
Your manual tap. Like if someone asked you, who is Liz? What do you think about you?
Exactly, her. It is me. Liz is me. That's a hard question.
I can imagine.
By example, if they say,
am I allowed? Am I outgoing? Am I someone who loves my space? Did I grow up as someone who has 10,000 friends all over the world?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so good. Lizzie, I am someone who is I'm not outgoing at all
whatsoever.
And or era well, I saw you and you saw me. That was my first time. I loved that artist from Rwanda. So I'm not outgoing. So I'm not outgoing. I am not that much friendly. Tinkumanya kunwana tukujirangu ninyepanga nokakara mukacheka cheko
bro make ne makaka
kakara mukacheka chonga tichamadi. So I don't have that many friends but I'm looking at it kujirangu mwako gugwaza kutandika nenda kutandika kunwana. I'm auditioning for friends.
That's okay.
I'm auditioning for friends and I'm also someone who loves God so much. I love God, I love going to church, I love singing, I love choir. That is my life.
Okay. When Lizo kazarwa?
Nkazaru mulimba romo. And I also still don't like it. No makuzaro mulimba ro kashomeromo kashwerwo zakwendera feriromo. It's not a good thing.
I totally hear you.
Yeah.
But let's start from the basics. Okazarwa nkai.
Mbara Hospital, Mbara Regional Referral Hospital is where I was born. So I'm a city born in Natura, just around Mbara. Around. Yes. We are 2 kids from my mother's side, 2 girls. Konkawaza kubaraba daddy na nyetinkumanya na muhendo. Haruna binta kumanya, so we are quite many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then niwe mkuru?
No, I am the youngest.
You're the younger of the 2
Yes,
sisters.
of the 2.
Okay. Abazire, of course me, I know your mother, but for purposes of the audience. I always assume when I meet people and people that I think I know and deny the viewer the opportunity to also walk the journey with you.
Oh, okay.
When Lizzie has a wabahaba zirebe, bakana bakola chi,
well, my father and Mamweta Namanya down here. That's why I got my name, because Manita Namanya Liz. So I just took my father's name. No, I'm sharing konkana we bakija kunu pakasa. And then my mother and Mamweta just in Kategaya. Na we no I'm sharing Beshanga kunu. Yeah, those are my parents.
Mama Onimanya, she's a renowned media personality. Mwenu umnyamahure akashanga umuntu wa muringo Cizz.
Akashanga, my father was a carpenter, aka in a workshop. Town na hagati. That was the father's workshop actually.
Oh, okay. So he worked with his father.
Yeah, he worked with his father at a cafe. So he kind of took over the workshop. Yes, but right now Arushen. Yeah, that workshop. Techuruno manyebya kare na nemera bana muyenseji
na wena muntu nahindira homwe, so anything can happen.
So ninjina, he just saw my mother passing by, amukunda batarichira. Yeah, I actually should ask that story of how they met.
You should. I will ask.
Should we be knowing? I actually don't know.
I requested that I will meet your mother for this interview one of these days.
I need to be there and even watch that interview because I don't know. I may not be a good daughter. Okay.
So they meet. Or we don't mama wakati nsekora radio.
Yeah, no, not really. Mami akana sika popcorn. I remember from school tukuza kulia popcorn zezi abena asika. Okay, now I think they met around that street because akomakeka popcorn kakaka bakaria area workshop. So now I know.
By kundra hobambi. Okay.
So akario muri ebyo na warukure bensi. Then later nuko yajiro media. I don't know how she even went to media.
We shall ask her, don't worry.
What would I can't? Yeah.
So, mukani mture?
Tukani tura Andrews. There's a place kuno murimba rabinjimba hamanya bahita Andrews. We grew up in Andrews.
Ishomero wartanzi, right?
Ishomero nakartanzi shomera Andrews. Wabara kandi. Mbona wine na Andrews. Ishomero kashomera nbadieta Mbara SDA. It was a 7th day school. Nahati chirio. Yes, so when hona atandi chire, then nargayo naza international window. Then naza ha 4 stars and hona herize P7.
Okay, Kurga SDA was a good school, I want to assume. I went to Kuya SDA, Kuza window, then Kuza 4 stars. Do you have an idea?
I think Ninka standard is amashomero tizikashana. Because when we changed school, tukagarukenyema. Class still because we could not pass the interviews.
So
yes, of course we were in the same class also. I don't know how that came upon. She's my older sister. Class so ninja mami akareba standards zitaba zamani. By then I think now it's a very great school. So by then standards started zamani. She wanted us to be better. So yashamat kamba hindrisho melabana. So that's how we got to window. And then twarga window tukaza Fosters. We left window because our favorite teacher started the school.
At Fosters?
Yes.
Mutyo.
Tutyo twena, almost the entire class because it was P6 akachitanka tukuzom P7. So P7 class yona almost tukakulata teacher utoto bentukona.
Wow.
So no twahendirire P7 at Fosters.
Nice. So Omishomeromo, if you have any memories of primary school, turn to the Andrews, Kuzawa window, Kuza 4 stars. Is there anything striking or What's your memory that pops when you think about primary school?
Not really, but what I know is that I was a very stubborn child.
To imagine.
I was a very, very stubborn child. Era na mama akachimanya. My sister was the quiet one. Bakaba muhereze berabo ahamheru, the most well behaved. I would not get anything, of course. The most well behaved this, this. Just come home, and I wouldn't even care. So when kantine chamani, and she was also into like politics. Akaya Zimbabwe, umashimagona katu that head girl, HP head girl, smanya this and this. Me the chamani china being kind of assistant sports prefect. I remember very well. Obanka zaho I also don't know.
On what? Wow.
So that's all I can remember. On my resume as an assistant sports prefect.
Well done.
I'm a P5.
What's his?
Yeah.
So P7 towards his. Meanwhile, no Shomade, of course, because all the schools are within.
Yeah, no, but P6, P7 to Katilium body. Yes, international window, then twaza her fosters because of the distance and also because mbatekateka wori on boarding no shoma mnoga because you're coming to be a candidate ngebyo so no boy ne kuteka mama, not just being at home watching TV. Yeah.
So P7 towards his next step.
P7 in Azum senior one, I went to Shomeri Abshen Cizz girls.
Okay.
Yes, I was there for just senior one. Senior one kuya, nothing happened actually. Actually, I had my sister bakamfunira Ishomero Kampala. Najang who is staying in Ushanyi, who is staying in Mbarara. So after that time, ya senior one kako maybe anje byono mufaras. I remember the quarrel. Naja tato go into byona yabireta nkajanti tinkugarukayo.
Kugira ngo buntamwe ndijo koreta ngakesi yoka.
Okosigayo mufarasi na kesi tukatusigayo tuzichinga, so you just grab just a few things. So nka packinga byona buri chumwe chona.
Things gara.
Tinkuguma bushenyi tinkuguma mbara. Why me? Why? So sister, she was in Kampala. It's a school called Nakasero SS. So I ended up joining her in Kampala. Up to senior 4.
Ah, nice.
Yes, up to senior 4. Not why it is a senior 4. Then tukagaruka mu Nimbar.
Banzori in the transition nejo nyina tujetejerezeje. Kuruga bushenchi izoba. Ukazana Kasero. Uko manya Uganda shi omushito wange.
Na hatu tinkurumanya. Not what I don't know honestly because
no,
I think I just prided myself in being a Munyankore. No matter kuri by those days kwa buri Munyankore babon no yohura no yepanka moku account no hura buri nkuwa mani. So I would pride, and we were many.
Okay.
So tukatuba ntugambura Nyankore. My best friend was a Munyankore, so tukatuba ntugambura. We didn't get time to even learn Luganda unless it was in class, because in class we covered as a subject we covered Chomesa.
Okora muzinga yes.
I was as better than my sister.
Okay.
My sister wakaba chiteka wangu chitomu Luganda chani ko Munyankore. So not knowing the language was so difficult. I still don't like it.
I can assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not
when was ayo emiaka ya wejo S1, S2, S3, S4?
Yes, S4.
Mukambu murei ninga mkamwish.
Not Katuija, of course. Okay. Our parents we have relatives there. These short terms, shangatame in a wiki shatu, and we just stay there. But most of the times we would come back.
Bakutembesa
basi yes. Tukantu jukunda. Onkati tingajizam. Tukantu jukunda, but we would come back anyway, enjoy here, then go back after the time is done.
Hata chubo is release, ndiyo nikurewa mwana wa senior wano mchumo na mami na mkuru wawe umukomo kora mchi.
Chirahi nyowe tine china beni nkora. And I'm thinking monjejire mkuru. Umbushwere indeed, because there was nothing I would do. We had a maid, of course, all the time. There was my sister was older than me. So tina beni nkoko njoka guriyo kuriya kuzana nkabyama.
Simple.
I would not wash my clothes. I wouldn't do anything. So I when tina beni manya nokora. Until I grew up, somehow started taking care of my things.
I see. So katugatse nakasera waiza senior 4.
Senior 4, yes.
Back.
Yeah.
Wijambar. Senior 5.
Senior 5, I went to Manji.
Right.
Manji rukananga rukagwa rukabachisha meloni yanje. If you go looking for my school, you will not find it. So I went to Manji, which I did not want to go to. Nkaba nienda kuza Eden. Ninja Eden echibaho?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. So I wanted
to see I think there's a private school there. I don't know if it has secondary side, an international school.
Yeah. I wanted to go to Eden because it was Eden International. When Namanya akagama shomero
international.
Bakaba jware mpare basibisho che bakore chibakwenda. So I wanted that school so bad. My mother came at home using admission za Manji. I cried. I was like, how could you? Akanteka Manji ateka sister wanje Eden. So I was like, how could you get in there? I want to start twina. And of course the prices were different. Eden was
higher.
Very, very, very high. But at the end of the day, I ended up liking my school because it was almost the same. Go out whenever you want, do whatever you want. No, I was a day scholar.
Okay, much better even.
Yes, I was a day scholar. So, if you want to come to school, come. No wonder it's no longer there.
Akasinje kakarenga.
Kasinje kakawakama nkariya. Yeah, so Manji nona herize senior 6.
Okay. So how do I get to meet Liz? I think in that time of Manji.
Yes, in
so
that time.
here.
Hat kumba ndiao, nkandi yo senior 5 actually.
Meanwhile, was stubborn girl go wangambia.
No. Nkijana 2 actually njana zo senior 5. I was so calm. No, janga ntukuba kureba because they don't know your personality. Of course, imbaza kwa majogo mushina yepanka chechi na nechi. But the people who knew me didn't think so. That's why nanya kanja nkasaba kumanya when I wouldn't care what you thought about me.
Which is ideal.
So I was just there. So senior 5 nkakura TV West what is happening? I was like, you know what? Why not? In senior 5.
Let me go and try.
Did
you know? Anyway, let me listen. You go and try. How?
Yes, I didn't know anyone. Nkahandika application letter. I remember I met Anne. You know Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Yes, we met in senior 5. So I was a day scholar, she was a day scholar. So so that is how we started. So I was like, let me try. And also Anne was like, you know what, let us try together, do something together, a show together. Takuma kuhandika CV, takuma CV bitu senior 5 nkani CV kushaji. So we got someone here to hand it a CV. I remember him, he's called Rogers, he's now a pastor. Akana kora top radio bwirobwe. Also, that's where my mother used to work. So Rogers here to hand it application. I remember there was a manager Mujema by then in Wetwashanjileo. We took it just trying our luck. Not, of course, not curious. Not hoping to get anything. You don't have experience.
Nothing.
You have never been in front of a camera. You don't know anything. So I was like, you know what? Katufegaza. Twazayo batweta interviews. And they told us, okay, now go brainstorm and see what you can do. Find a name for the show. Do this and this. In senior 5.
Wow.
So from senior 5 to university, I started paying my own school fees.
Now, pause there. I want to speed D. So at the auditioning, they didn't look at you as an individual. They didn't look at Anne as an individual either.
No.
They paired you guys up.
Yes, we came paired. When would we even do that? Now thinking about it does not make sense. I don't know why we went to. We asked for the same show. Indeed, we are gonna show at an application that we're advising.
What can I tell you? Scholarship. Just.
And that's how it happened.
Wow.
Izina, we called it youth chat. I remember Anne where Gambiro Bakari, I have no idea. So Izina youth chat, it was just a youth show that we were supposed to be doing. So she came up with that name. Tinkumanya, from when I never asked. Kuyargambe, I was like, okay, this is a good name. Tuaritayo, this is a good name. Bari yechireza tuatandikirawo.
Mwakora youth chat.
Twakora youth chat. It was once, Ekerio Ramkaga, and it was a live show. So we would go to school on Saturday, come, skazi Ekeria Shamunana. I think in Pakamoenda, just an hour. So we'd go to school. No, it was Saturday, we would not wear uniform at school. So we'd go and then just come straight to the show.
Okay. How was your experience, that very first show, if you remember?
I cannot remember my very first show. Yeah, so I can't say that I remember my first show, and that is something you should always remember. Out there like on YouTube or something. But I know we were nervous.
I was coming to that.
Sweating. Can you show studio car match taracha? So it is your first show. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. Yes, you have rehearsed. Mwakora research kache na mama. Obataratu binja on the first show. They did not chase us if it wasn't after that first show, because it was a disaster. It wasn't like anyone's first day on the job.
Right.
So it wouldn't go smooth. But since we stayed, I can say we did a good job. Just from school. Yeah.
Every evening. Did you, like, going forward, discuss, of course, why am I even asking this? Saturday, then that evening or across the week, what would be running through your mind in your conversations?
Nothing really. They just started asking us and being interested in watching us. So it was making it more difficult for us to, impress. Not to impress them. No TV West mbajere bangu inakureba TV West. Eranga mujina when you're in a TV, I have a problem. I cannot keep quiet. If you attack me directly, anyway, but that was then. Tinchi mukore kam kugaruka immediate tokuza kumkorera obusha ngakwesiza. So we would go, and some people would recognize us in the road. That was a good feeling. And then the hustle. That would be the topic. How was a kujwara chino kujwara kara chino zakora cheche. That would be it. So we'd go around the shops to zomukatare.
I can't imagine. Mama obo applying job why mutebizeng no bienda ninga. It's just you and yourself trying out.
No, she knew, because from school I would go direct to her workplace, then to Tahamo Mwazi. Akana Top Radio.
Na hata akachiri yo mtop.
Yeah, akari Top Radio, and it was at Adit House, Adit Mall. Yeah, I think around there. So tugayo nyowenza Aditi. She knew, because nwe angambire ngutugamira Roger tuhandikirechi. Yeah, atuhandikiye application. So she knew everything that was happening.
The first show akajureba we.
Of course she did. You know someone who has been on radio for a while. Namanya kugamba. So akajanga, don't again say this. If this is happening, do this and this. So she would at least show us the way.
But in a kind way.
Of course, in a kind way.
Super.
Yeah.
At least I'm looking at the pressure career, the nervousness, can Waikomka and someone.
Yeah, and the good thing it was once a week.
So you had the whole week to be
so tuka rehearsing. How candy. Some rehearsing. Tatkunda gambe cho gambe. No hara atandike kunda atandike next time ni wona ata. So that was our life.
Well done. I'm now even more proud of you than I was before. You know why? You invented this yourself.
Yeah.
Means a lot. Well done.
Thank you.
For children your age then, the time you guys got that job, I was the happiest. Ask me
Really? Why?
I was tired of everyone in that place telling me I'm the youngest.
Oh.
So at some point, Gatungo unahereza the month or two. So we was
Yeah.
the young girl. No. Then had the real young people. And I felt good about it. I felt a bit really relieved. So let's go. Mwako biatankariya shukube byaburizo.
Hati, I think they were like in a meeting which I was not at. They came up with that show, Namanya kujangu. Almost every TV at that hour, they have music shows. People are there. So by at TVS, there's nothing happening. So by let us do a music show. I don't know how they thought about me. So they came up with the name. I had no idea. They came up with everything. So I was doing that, also doing youth chat at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And what time did you leave school every day?
At school, the show was from 6 to 7.
Right.
So I would leave school a bit earlier.
At 5?
Yes, at 5. Ntaha naba ningo mwembjenda no muchi. Mbaga if you didn't have enough transport. Was going to Andrews. So orgemanji ojendoze Andrews ogarko oza TV then ogarko tahe. That money would be too much. So sometimes I would just take them in my bag. I just change somewhere around town. Then in Nisha TV.
And how was it? The first experience of Cizz, if you remember, because then at least
now
the other nervousness.
I think Cizz was more me.
I feel like you belonged.
Yes.
That show could not happen without you. At least once in a while I watched Cizz.
Yeah.
Office, I mean, you're on set, you see a girl speaking boldly, confident, owning her craft, and that's a personality I don't think a lot of people know about you.
Thank you. Well, I think tukatanchira youth chat. So kamaka boldness ujangu. I can stand alone. Working mom reliability is easier. It's harder to be alone.
True. You
have to talk twice as much. You know, you have to approach them alone and everything. And of course, characters. Anne was more approachable than I was.
True.
So Nanya would never approach you. Whichever way would never come. So that when to my aunt, so she was more loved than I was. Because
the thing is, Anne, what's the word? I want to find the right word to describe Anne. And I feel like there is a tilt. What you are in real life and what you are on set are different.
Very different.
And it's the other way around for Anne. I think that's how you got along.
Yeah.
Anne Nomsha's in public, but in real life, humble.
Yeah.
You are naturally humble, and I don't know. Think mokungu basa kushobora kuchara, but Anne na nywana na terror. Yes. It stops there.
Me think kubimanya mbwenu kujangu nwane chinkorechi. So me being alone on Cizz nkanjukora ntyo nshobora get intaheda chigejo no
yeah ogo mushaka baija ntabeda chika ezokuza on set ndokura mseta kura mseta kwanjule nareba wow.
That's just me trying to avoid people. When me being around people is something that
I
don't really enjoy. I would rather be at home in my bed, sleeping, or watching TV, or doing some work. No makuishokara msiaburiomwe. When chingumira. Nichingumira, yes, it's good behavior. So when neberi mchwembe butara msiabatu. To me it was so difficult. Nkanchire bangu. It was a why. So I'll just come run to the studio.
Do your work, run out.
Not kujamune mchwembe, but that was my nature. When so there was nothing I could do. Very few people. And also, I had an issue befriending girls.
Okay.
Nyonka ati nkanwana abojo Moses. Even at TVS when we were there. Abanja, they were just the boys. But the women, I still have problems. But I'm going to try.
You're going to audition,
yes, I'm going to try.
Okay, so how was it like? Anokoga kumureba rwamkaga as in on set.
Yes, at school then we
ramkag. Okay. Then how was it like? How did you carry on considering you've gotten more work and for her she is staying the other side with you alone?
Yeah.
What conversations again did you have as you walked back home on a daily?
I think we wouldn't lack conversations because then we were best of friends. You know how friends are. So we were best of friends. When we would know which guy is trying to date who, what is happening around here, around this circle. Guy when like that was just the life of best friends as you know it. Yeah. So we wouldn't miss anything to talk about, honestly.
I see. How wakatambula kuza himwana mta?
Ana kana tura the opposite ninka hyoko kwa hinkutura watora nkantare nkachiyanja around ichiyanja.
Okay. So either way mkamwija hamwe mpaka
yes twatshuma nyontora Andrews wagumiza makora ki ataha and then we just be on phone. But then
you had a phone.
Yeah. My first salary nkagura kasimu no akaro busumu the flips akako kuigura kati and then they had different colors ko katera kaka. So I was so proud of myself nishanga gure mtwaro mshana. And I used to love those phones ujango okigura kakwaza simukora hizo kachinga. Later narewa wao nyachara na jango challenge kaka nanyeshabera. So I just sold it. So we'd just be on phone. Would be texting all the time.
Those SMS bundles.
Those bundles were our life. And then, so I changed from youth chat. So basically, nazankahi. Cizz.
Wa mreka yo wengo.
Na mreka yo because kuri kutoa heri zabatika kashonsho choko changu field and live. So wakazo mu field nyonkore ya live. I remember it was Saturday and since Saturday I had to do Cizz. So nkankwa live ya Saturday. Yeah, youth chat nkora na live ya Cizz. Ninja nabakareba ngo challenge series.
Meanwhile, omuntu wari vaccine confused nabamwetegereza. They had to send animals.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm looking at you.
I don't know even how I would have done it in field. Mbarundane ntimushtame mwije tuganire.
Not that.
How? How would I approach her?
Meanwhile, I am enjoying the conversation. To imagine that you did not believe you can have a conversation like this.
I know, Nanyana. I'm surprised. I'm proud of myself.
I am proud of you too. Trust me, I am. This is not the Liza I know. Ni one man and imam no kika hotura msie tuchinge program.
Bandange.
Oh, good.
Nibasa gambiswa, but not that much out there. Then I'm not coming and have problems.
Okay. So,
yeah.
That name became a brand because of you. I think you were doing really well.
Yeah, I think. Oh, there is someone who told me ngwa akareba nebawe akatechire zabe kumnibe ngo Cizz ngo mera kajikwasanga kuri yiruka yaza kureba Cizz amna kotyo what is happening here. I also I didn't know why people loved it. I was like, maybe it's because of the music, because we'd play really, really good music. Sure. So I was like, it is because of the music, not me, because not many people would really like me. I also would not like them. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't.
You also in their shoes would not like you.
Even me, I would not like me. So I wouldn't really blame them so much. Lunchtime, I would just sit there. I would just sit in class and just remain there. When I got a job, tukatulia canteen, of course. Tukatulia canteen. We had our money. Why not?
Your money was for canteen food. So that is how you navigated your 2 years of high school.
Yes.
Nazomvaka. So Jenny, you were looking for job back.
No, I had a job and it wasn't bad. It was good. Bakamba Shashura Jebambi. So I could live life like that. So VAC was good. Because I said I'm going to start dating in VAC. I'd never dated before. Until VAC. So Vak is when I got my first boyfriend. Yes,
beautiful.
Vak. I was like, this is my time. Kani shining. Kani ndabara.
I know. So tandisira first boyfriend shilinga mbengu mzima nani kubuza kanti tandisira. So boyfriend
Boyfriend, the first one akatine madam. My mother didn't like that boy. I also stayed with my auntie. My auntie didn't like that boy at all. When he's known around town. Of course not. He's known around town because of his character. No musinzi na korechinechi, the ladies abina mshanga nawo. So to me I was just excited, you know,
to have a boyfriend.
To have a boyfriend, you're in love for the first time, and it was the goal I set. I was like, in Vak is when I'm going to get
ambition nejo.
So I wouldn't care, I wouldn't mind. I also, and after some time I wasn't so much invested in it. So I was like, okay, do whatever you want. Okay. So that boyfriend got another girl also. So I can't twin baby.
Concurrently.
Yeah, so we would meet in the same place at the same time with the other girlfriend also. Gambia girlfriend, she kept saying that she loves me, this and this. And the same thing, he goes and tells the other girl. Wow. So we ended up becoming best friends.
Interesting.
The two girlfriends, we ended up becoming very
whatever he tells you. No,
kandi akanjira ngomushwere nawe namwesebaho. So
interesting.
So she didn't know what he wanted. So me, I pulled out. He stayed with the other girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So staying with the other girl still, it was our plan to ruin him. Because he said, I love both of these girls. Even the brother's like, I know it is hard to believe, but he's in love with the both of you. So jakatumtere kapurani. But we later changed our minds. And they stayed together for a while.
Oh, lovely. Good for them.
Good for them.
So wagumanokora. Wawangambire kuwa his location Mesa University.
Yes,
good girl. Proud of you.
I know. I feel like I deserve like a cow or something. But mamna dadi berundane bampente. But it was a good time. Nkaza campus. I think that is where I separated from Anne. Because she went to a different campus and I went to a different one.
I think you went to BSU and
yes, she went to MOBS.
Yes, MOBS.
Yes, she went to MOBS. Because Nyonkan in Donda degree, for her she was looking for I don't know. So we applied at the same university.
Okay.
So they didn't give me, but they gave her.
Okay.
So Nyon Kwekuzankahi?
BSU.
BSU.
But then you would come back and meet.
Yes.
At work, and also keep texting as best of friends.
Yes, we were still friends. Konka, you know, time happened, life happened, and
adulting happened.
Yeah, adulting happened.
Young, which is a good stage.
Yeah.
All of us have had such people in our lives.
I know. Together all the time. You're here, you're there. So just life happened. True. And we grew apart. So naza campus bananga hated campus. Kanienda kora mascom just because I was on TV and already. I just needed that experience and I loved it. Omurimba by then tina hiya abire.
Agreed.
Tina hiya nkajuronda na jantiza Kampala naza Kampala niza kusiga akarumo hondu kwiha sent. And by then my mom also left to Kampala to work.
Okay.
So I was in Imbara with my aunt.
Ah, okay.
So nkaba ninyenda sente ntingonda kutenga nsamami so nkanyenda kushusha university shule rent as a big girl.
Adult.
Ntakwenda kutura hosteleze za campus. Still there were so many people. Because when I joined the scenario, I thought you will not manage. I just let me find a house somewhere else. So that is how I started.
So you left home when you started uni and found a house?
No, I didn't leave home. My mom left home.
Yes, you mentioned.
Yes, so I stayed with my aunt.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes, but still the place we were staying at, we were renting. So it's not like we were in our own house and everything. Yes, on hot. Yeah.
Okay, how was it kushoma urukora echo nachiburuza hati mu campus rugabi high
Yeah.
school biriya abo abeno shoma nabo your lecturers the community and then vis-a-vis
Yeah,
your
it was
personality.
hard. That is why I said I didn't like it at all. I didn't enjoy it. When campus time, I did IT. Up to now, I'm still wondering why I did IT. For what? As a kanika computer, I had no interest in that.
You just wanted
Nkaronde chokushoma chabona, naja let me just do IT. Nabadi aniyoba kozechi, aniyoba ampiri. I was like, you know what? I'll just do it for the sake. But I was not interested at all. Whatsoever. Kan zonganjom class ahina izira. Ahina enda kutahiramu. Some courses I wouldn't. When we come bintam. But thank God I finished.
Eventually chawa na
chikawa kan kasima roanga.
Wa graduating atuwa
yeah, no. Nkajira hori take hemwe, but it was not because of me. Hey, I don't know why I lecture. I think was just didn't like me or something. So she just wanted to frustrate me or I don't know because nkarondo mukazi na mteresimo Namanya semester yona kurondo muntu akakubura. Not that you failed. I had the paper you passed. Konka kumubona kujangu rectify this. I didn't get this retake. Umukazi akabura na ngahendera njiro wa din. Nazo adin na jantinyo mukazi yambura. Because the last time I called her, she was like, it is too late, you will have to get this retake. And I'm like, I cannot, I didn't fail. Why should I get the retake? So now, but you
had to fight for your rights.
So they called her and told her, no, there is still time. Her paper is here, she has the evidence, she didn't fail. So, her retake in retake.
So, kutuba turya ndandikire okuruga TV ningo kushora kandi nja kushora nko kwabandizi kutuba turya ho ngumanya Elizabeth yaza kushora definitely for us who are not so close tarukoroko mu camera department for example we had absolutely zero idea you guys were dating.
Really?
I personally had no idea. I had corridor talk, but you know it's corridor talk, anything can come out. So boyfriend number one yakozire twagumza na ambition
of course, why not? And I remember starting to date him. Tukantugamba Facebook akanjira ati no shangori okwe niyo wundu shwera. No, that's why I said I cancel that in Jesus' name.
Go amzire.
And also, now my mom had become friends with him.
Okay.
My mom had become friends with him. So when she was going to Kampala, she said, "Oh, mwana wanje namukolechera. Ninjana rebe yamukoze."
Ngwaba yarechera omwana ayamulechera.
Kamulechera omwana.
I think your mom had over time had you mention your friends.
Yes.
No, but friends easier with the males.
Yes, nawaka akaba munwani weye mnonga. So my mom had this trust in him to take care of me umusharia campus. Someone waka na mwesiga. So yagira ngo take care of hanyo naza Kampala kukora he did took care of me ambi.
So mwatandikira because I assume at what point did you realize I think we are dating?
So we were together 3 years before marriage. So that means campus.
The 3 years of
yes,
campus.
the 3 years of campus we were dating. Okay. So realizing that we were dating, because no Abshenji, first of all, he will not ask you out. He will not ask you out. He will not be romantic as anything. He will just come and tell you. Yeah. He will just come and tell you anyhow. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm tired. Never Abshen. He just said, you know, we can be boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's how he said it.
abazungu noremba kora ebintu
mukomaho nibyo abazungu.
But then also I think I got married right after campus.
Yes, you did.
Ndukuhereza my final project. The next day was the wedding.
Hang in there.
Yes, at campus.
Wow, before you graduated.
Before I graduated. The last project, the next day, Friday nkandi church class nduk presenting my last project. Saturday was my wedding.
Wow.
So some of my few friends from campus came, and also he never said, you know what, let's get married. No man I'm dating, but talking about marriage is different. And so I'm saying, you know, I want to marry you. We just talked about it, like, you know, one day we should get married. So he set dates. He never asked me. Tarampi engagement ring.
He knows
there are some things I still want. Yes, I'm also from Bushenyi. You know, by the time you reach kujangumze introducing church, everything is done. Mwaherize kuzombazire, mwaherize chi. So our church nho yampi engagement ring because it's a must. Mwini chomsheme kora. Hey, at church you pretend, will you marry me? Then ajukujeka. That is why I got it. I'd never seen it anywhere. Yes, it was Friday. It was Saturday. Then the next Saturday was the wedding.
Oh, so as a week.
Yeah, there was a week. Yes. Yeah, there was a week, and that's nothing to banjo engagement. Can you engagement ring ya money?
Ajirete na ajirete.
Mazima.
I am team engagement ring yo mwana.
Ya money. Eri ankajinaga.
Nazafurete ya money. So what's
yeah.
Manya aba Mrs. Nyakahangwe.
I was 23, I remember.
Dear.
I was 23. Now I'm in 8 years down the road.
Well done.
And bakambare myaka konke barakubarire myaka uta emyaka ebita kuza kugeza yo.
Nemyaka minja abantu babarali even days.
Even me I counted for myself. When you kwa beno ndeba nkako nechiza nibasa kugisi.
Kwaka being a didia. To be honest with you, being a didia for me you would work. Because he's a very good person. Okay, I do not know very many good people like Yedidi.
Me too, I don't.
He's a very good person.
He's good.
So I think he's patient, he's tolerant, he's understanding, he's mature. So, but I knew that guy would be who he is.
Yeah, and still, I don't think I would manage with anyone else. No manyamuntu kumanya na kumanya, you tell you where to sit down and keep quiet here. Hawarenzi, do this and this. So even me, I gave myself years. Even me, I wouldn't marry me. So it's not that hard. So omuntu nabaya shara makajirat, Lizzie, I'm going to marry you. To me, I saw it as a blessing, actually, as a blessing. Me, nanyo kuna beni nyamani.
So washwe.
Yeah.
Oboshwe wa okora nomushije. Obokora nomushije mukora hamwana.
Yeah.
How did you handle that?
It wasn't that hard. It was just uncomfortable. No, I don't like that type of attention.
At work.
At work, you're married, you're there. Or if someone yabanagamba na wakakureba, they feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Or they feel like you're going to get mad, you're going to be jealous.
Yes, it's a workspace.
Yes, it is a workspace. And I'm not a jealous person. Tinkumanya kuyomba by the way. Tinkuyomba tinkorati. So I would understand. But to them it would be uncomfortable because he know and they kana gamba na wiruka.
Oh no.
And I was like,
what's that?
Jesus. So it wasn't a comfortable place for me. Yeah, and for him it was comfortable because wakanwana buriyomo he's just a friendly person. Buriyomo na gamba no buriyomo na mgambire bizubiye buriyomo na you know such a person who's like a pastor. Harinka pastor mwen. Which was the direct opposite of me.
Agreed.
So I would rather not be there. So ankaja tuguma yoko.
And you woke up one day and you're like, dude,
No, actually I loved my job, Bambi. I loved it so much. they just changed it. They changed the
The
show.
rebranding and
Yes, bampa show yachiro.
Oh, did they?
Yes, Shahina. That is why I think AJK Kabare Mesa. Because how do you put me in such we have children.
I know.
Or we are trying to have children. You're starting a family, you're new. No mpasho ya Shahina kusia shamkaga. I was like, okay, this will not work for me. So I resigned from TV because I love the Cizz. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet a lot of celebrities that so that fun was just taken away from me. So
a piece of you that you've grown
yes. Oh, I got to meet those people. Excitement yo kubana muto at school you would be niyo no bereka kashani. Yeah.
Chapter close.
Chapter close. So I was like, no, so I resigned from there.
Wow. Bold decision to take, yeah? Life was here.
Life nazo yomuka nazo muyabana well did this here and there to earn money. Things that are not so interesting to me. No, I get bored so easily. Okay. So I want something that keeps me interested. If it's not my talent, then let it be interesting. Be interesting manyengu ngazeniza kusiba shemerirwe nareba umuntu but interacting with people every single day and he knows me so well. He knows ebinda abase nebintara abase na chireba ajat atechitokuza kuchikore chitora chibase. So I tried so many things biyayanga. That is when I decided to join music.
Okay. Because that's something you love.
Yes, because that's something at least I know I love so much and I can do. Nanom kana ba manya compound. Nisiba ni yeshongoro bandu muche. I sing all day, every day. The neighbors know me. So bakanyemera. So I just decided to get into music and do it seriously.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is how I woke up one day and saw Isabella singing on YouTube.
And I was wondering why I'm here. And
away from a question, but I would really have had to have you
I'm
here.
not interesting. Why would you have me?
Do you know we've been seated here for more than an hour? Have you noticed?
That's Chesha. Oh, wow.
That is exactly why I wanted you here.
Wow. Oh, no.
Interesting how you do not know.
I thought it's like 30 minutes or so.
We've had more than an hour already. Shana, if the editor goes ahead to chap it.
Yeah.
But for me, you never know yourself until you get the opportunity to explore yourself in some ways.
Nice.
So I knew we would have this conversation. This comes in at the end. We are wrapping up the show.
I know, right?
So you start.
Yeah.
Are you under any management? Management. Are you doing anything around? As in, where are you as an artist?
As an artist, so far I am nowhere. I would say I'm nowhere. Yeah, okay. Because nkatandika honchiri aha TV. I did a first song called I Love You. Nishukanduku nkaza kuchicomposinga chanema. So because I knew the artists from the region, I would host them on my show. So most of them were my friends. So I called Rage and I'm just nineche shongora ha chanzo maraka So we met up yampandicha the second verse of that song. I released it in Shankandium Alpha and Yoa Bruno. Bruno has been my friend all my life. We met from church. His studio was somewhere I knew, so I would go there. So when Bruno is more like family. So he's the only producer that I knew.
And trusted.
So nkazoa Bruno na hata nhonchiri because
Nuogo. Wahili wajiro kumanya.
Yeah. Nuogo mazima. So I just did it as a test out. Then there is this guy afire mamweta MC King Kong nishakaija mnongo wa TV West. He became my very, very good friend. Twababa Nwana Takafire. So he did a video of that song.
Oh,
dancing his weird dances and everything. And it got views, and I was like, what? Tumalisha kunachukua video. Hatukundiserembo. Kunhade mnonga kandi. So I just moved on. Na korebi gospel. I'm not
secular.
I'm not secular. I would say I sing love songs, but gospel love songs kujangu. Namanya barahanga no shot rukundo terumutis agaperavu tubirumu. So my music is mostly for parties.
I see.
Yes, just when parties. Toranshange club, first of all, I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to drink. Na nantine that energy to perform. No you become bold. I don't drink. I don't do that anything. Ajantaya club nawe since ndio morokore leka tugume side ya party.
Right.
So I am a party singer. And a gospel singer. Yes, that is where I'm at.
Wow, well done.
Thank you.
Omweshongozi, omkazi, married woman, wife, that's a big title. A mother. How do you juggle them now that you are no longer the other side? Wait, did you have your son when you were still at TV West?
No.
You had left?
I'd left like a year
after. Okay.
Yeah.
So experience your mother would do self-employment, if there is a word like that for you.
It's actually easier for me because while kuba employed, it's more difficult if you're employed somewhere. And family, and I like
you to keep be saying abana. Are they more than one?
They could be. Okay,
my bad.
Being hands-on, I'm someone who likes to be hands-on. And also growing up with my kids, kureba washanga noreba ba made chebakoro video nimbureba mpura wena naenda kukubaruka. I'm like, I want to take care of my kids and be there. So me doing this kind of music, I'm away on Saturday. Just Saturday. Ninga Friday. So most of the time I am at home.
Okay. You're a present parent.
Yes, I am there. Yana gashomero nimbando. Though music I've not penetrated as much. It is so difficult. I didn't know until I entered. Omushaze mkuba serious. Nwende bengwache chinti chugumire. Omekambuza, how did you become successful yanja munakozi so mwamuzi? Does it tell you?
That was a joke.
Shtama yemera. I don't get it. I have not reached where I want to be. But hopefully me being here is a step forward.
It is. I hope so as well.
It is a step forward.
But the thing is, I believe in you.
Thank you.
I do. I think that if you put your energy to something, it will work out.
Thank you.
And happy that you have had the experience interacted with these people on a daily. I mean, that was your job. And here we are. You want to venture in it. You have already ventured into it. So you can find ways of navigating that space.
Yeah, I will. I think I will. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
When it's Tagambo,
thank
you for making time.
I've seen your YouTube.
Oh, have you?
And I'm going to be famous, I know.
I mean,
because in the ashinare views as the Harish and Washanga. I mean, I want to views in actually in Chazam with in area. But I know.
No, that Tambra. Nana posted that. Oh, Cizz 32. Abana bazirebe bije kurowa Cizz 32.
Ahina ahika. Naba boda, sometimes they ask me, "Tiwabedi wa Cizz?" Any missing age show. And I'm like, I cannot go back. That chapter is closed.
No, maybe you could if you found a place where you belong and can do it. That's a discussion you can do offset. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Wakoraje yuwatereza bwire bwawe kurugete watanjira kusema jingaga. Ebya Elizabeth Namanya omucyara Nyakahangura owa Cizz 32 omushonguzi wa wobjenyi na nebindi byona mharabo mukuru Jocelyn Kategaya omunyabushenyi 311 konko kurire mbarra kazarwa mbarra kabunyambara wabhura nganto anyetombo ita nti hona rango mto zarwa mbara oshomera mbara okurra mbara hona ranga to hindraho ranga kija yimkizo harmo ya hindraho ko kakamfutebeze chitangaza pinka kunda gomumsi omwanyo gundi ngokunda kunda mbara mwene bivari nubenda barizabera nimbere banzira ntukunka mukama konka ndicurunje nguburiyo maze hacerebe niwe nimbaza kuba nagire kora handa ndahakunde ninza yo na hato ngaruka mwene ka haturiyo ntushutinjira mbara konka ninza yo kwa hano koremermo ngaruka mbara nindeba ngumbara nensi nunji konke ciyanagamba nincetegereza tarizabera wenga nabandi narana ndangu ahindire ha mwanya nangwa no basako utarwambara nabakampara uko ituru kwenda bamwe nabayazarirwe yakurire yashwerwe aja tubona nyondi yahindira buri nebi bya program yebizobere twareba njyangu nechi byakwegesa subscribing amajingaga iwotaka subscribingaga ujike program eje neja burura katano tubantu kuretero mjenyi twakorana tabs videography and photography no batayibita bakucencho chanchiteshi bakashkureta nira kali yacho rurunju mnonga mukama kwara tsimi tujagarka esaviter kwija no mjenyo ndijo ogume